morning, Coronado. Welcome back to another episode of Cougar TV. I'm Gavin Dunn.
And I'm Hudson Vandy Castile.
With the school year now fully started, clubs are becoming more active.
Here at Coronado, we have a FCCLA, a student-led organization focused on students' futures.
That's right. They run concessions at football games, create projects, and go to competitions both in and out of state.
Miss Gay and Miss Mooney, the advisors this year, were able to share more about FCCLA's past, present, and future.
FCCLA is a student-led organization. It's nationally known, and we have a local chapter here as well at Coronado, and it stands for Family Career Community Leaders of America. So we started meeting the first week of school, and this year we are meeting every other Friday. Come to the meeting. We put the announcements in the morning announcements, and everyone is welcome. So we have our meetings. We build a community within our own organization here at Coronado. We also compete at the state level. Typically it's in Denver, and we're there for several days. And if students are in the top 2 placement at state, then they qualify to go to nationals.
I'm excited to help the students grow in their abilities to develop projects, leadership opportunities, community service opportunities. Being an FCCLA is a great organization to be a part of, to grow your leadership skills and also just life skills in general. It's a great organization and club to be a part of, and I'm grateful I get to help students find and navigate their own path.
Thank you, Miss Gay and Miss Mooney. FCCLA does a lot of unique things. I can't wait to see if this year any students go to nationals.
Indeed. Their next meeting is on September 26th in room 405 during lunch. Just show up and you can join.
Aside from clubs, we also have another type of student group, sports teams. Aiden Milan has sports scores for you now.
But just before we do that, Cougars, this is your weekly weather report brought to you by Weatherman Reed Monday through Sunday. Today, the high will be a sunny 77 with a low of 52. Tomorrow will be a bit cloudier with a high of 74 and a low of 54 degrees. On Wednesday, the sun comes back out, but it cools down to a low of 53 and a high of 73. Thursday is more of the same. It'll stay between a brisk 52 and a moderate 73. On Friday, it should be a little warmer with a balmy 76 as the high and 54 degrees as the low. On Saturday, it'll be more moderate with a perfect 72 as the high and 55 as the low. And Sunday will consistently hover around 60 degrees with 57 as the low and a high of 70. Pardon the interruption, Aiden. Now it's all you.
Thank you, Hudson. Softball lost to La Junta 2-12. At Mesa Ridge, lost 12-2. Versus Pueblo East, lost 6-12. Mountain Bike Club at Eagle D3 placed 6th overall. Flag football versus Vanguard won 25-13. At Vista Ridge, lost 13-0. Boys soccer, Palmer Ridge lost 1-2 versus Mitchell won 1-0. Boys golf, Cougars Classic, 5th out of 24. Pueblo West, 3rd out of 18. Fountain Fort Carson, 7th out of 20. Boys football lost to Lewis Palmer, 39-42. Girls volleyball lost Durango, 2-1. Versus Middle Park, lost 2-1. Boys tennis, Hornet Invitational, placed 5th overall. Keep up the hard work, Cougars. As I'm sure you've all heard by now, football season is in full swing. So far, we've started strong, but we wanted to learn a little bit more about the 2025 season. We talked to seniors Thomas Buckmiller and Carter Fritchie and head coach Robert LaBeouf about their goals for this season.
I've been playing football probably since around 6 years old. I was playing with my dad, and what got me into it was my dad mainly, and just the love of the game, watching football on Sundays and Saturdays, college football.
Yes, this is my first year playing football, and I mainly did it this year because I wanted to be a part of the community that football has.
An important part of football and any sport is setting goals to stay motivated throughout the season. Head coach Biff talked about his goals as a coach this year.
Well, to have our players understand about approach, result, and response, right? That desired results aren't necessarily within our control. The only thing that our players can control is their approach and their response to whatever results that they're getting, to make those adjustments on the fly. And to understand that the players are the most important coaches that they're going to have, not just in football or other athletics, but also in their lives. So having them understand what that process entails, having the proper approach, being able to make the proper adjustments is going to produce those desired results based on what they feel is success.
Even though coach emphasizes the importance of the process rather than the result, many of the boys have their own personal goals that they hope to pursue this year.
For my own personal goals, I would like to hit 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns for the season. And then for the team goals, our biggest team goal is make it to playoffs. And I think that we're oriented around that every day and just our focus is on that. But yeah, I think that if I hit my goals, I think as a team we'll all come together and we'll really make our team goal happen.
We want to perform to the best of our abilities every practice, every game, especially every game. I think that's the main thing, is implementing what we train and what we practice so that we can implement it on the field and just perform at our best ability.
Big thanks to Coach LaBeouf. Make sure to show your Cougar spirit and support at the boys' next home game against Berthoud Thursday, September 25th. That's all for sports. Back to you, Gavin.
Thanks, Aiden. Security has been stopping students trying to exit next to the teacher parking lot.
We talked to security in the front office to find out more to help clear up any confusion.
The security team and Mr. Lobato provided us with several reminders about the parking lot. When you are being dropped off, please remind your parents or guardians to drop you off in front of the buildings as directed by the sign security puts up in the morning. When you or a friend is turning from the main driveway toward the parking lot, please remember not to turn left against the student parking lanes. It's meant to be used only as an exit. Students are also not supposed to use the exit next to the teacher parking lot. It is meant for parents and staff only. Additionally, administration reminds all drivers to watch out for others while driving in or out of the parking lot. This will ensure a safe environment for all. Stay safe, Cougars.
It's nice they're trying to make the parking lot a safer place for everyone.
Yes, but don't forget, it's students like you that have to watch out for others within the parking lot.
John Stanzak, one of Coronado's cross-country seniors, is running strong even after facing adversity on his journey to the varsity team this year.
We interviewed John to learn more about his story.
6th grade year, I got forced to do track actually. And so I was like, okay, I hate talking about myself in the sense of bragging, but yeah, I was 7th in the state as a freshman. I was the 2nd fastest freshman in Georgia. I placed state and the 2 mile, which is funny because I don't even run that no more. But after state, I remember throughout my cross country from 8th grade to freshman year, throughout my cross country, I just every time after the race, I wouldn't be able to walk. I'd just be crying under a tree, not being able to stand, not being able to walk, and it was just rough. And doctors would always say it's just a sprain, but after state, I couldn't walk for a long time. I had to be carried off the course. My parents were freaking out, what's going on? But I went to the doctor and they're like, yeah, you got a benign bone cyst in your calcaneus, which is your heel bone. And basically what that means is I got shut down from running instantly. I had to go get surgery almost immediately. I was no, I couldn't do any hard stuff on my foot because they're shattering it is now something that could definitely happen. And so barely walked around, barely ran, wasn't allowed to do any of that. So I had my foot reconstructed. Basically what they did was they went in They cracked open my calcaneus. They like literally drained it. My heel bone was hollow at this point, and they had to pack it with bone graft. Yeah, recovery was about 6 to 8 months. Wasn't able to walk. My right leg was a twig. Like, it was crazy. And so I wasn't able to go to school, couldn't walk around. I literally just sat on a couch for like half a year. And that was my freshman year, mid-year, going into track. About 2 weeks before track, like tryout started, I was just allowed to walk. And the doctors told me like, they don't think I'd be able to run competitively anymore. They didn't think like running top level would happen again. And so just walking was a big thing for me. I was like, this is it, you know? The road back was kind of like, it's like a training arc, you know what I mean? And so I went from walking to 550 in 2 weeks, went against my surgeon's wishes of running and ran a 550 mile and made the track team. And then I was like out again for months. And it was just because I was like, I have to make the track team. I can't just sit out. I was like, I can't do it. I'm a good high school runner. I've made it to where the surgeon said I wouldn't be. And so now it's like pushing myself to, surgeons already said I wouldn't be able to be at this level of running. And now I want to go to this level. You know what I mean? And so just trying to be one of the top high school runners, go to college for running. And that'd be like a dream come true. Yeah, it's all God. That's like the reason I'm here, to be honest. Like, I shouldn't even be able to walk. Like, my calcaneus should have shattered, but it didn't. And yeah, I just have God to thank for that one.
It's commendable how he still decided to get up and continue running, even after all that he's been through.
Well, that's all for this episode of Cougar TV. Join us next week to find out what's happening in your hallways. I'm Hudson Vandy Castile.
And I'm Gavin Dunn.
Stay classy, Coronado.
Stan check. Zach. John Stanjek.
Stan check or Stan Zach?
Stan check.
Stan check.
Stan check. Zach. Stan check.
Stan check.
Stan check.
Check. Check.
Stan check.
Stan check.
Stan check.